Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It's another day and we have another scholarship. So if you're new, thanks for joining us. But where have you been? There are lots of videos on this channel already on fully funded scholarships from around the world. So look around. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your interest. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the constant support and I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. So today we are going to Finland in search of masters and maybe just PhD opportunities as well. So Finland is offering international scholarships, or rather, Finland is offering scholarships to international students in both masters and PhD levels, and which is fully funded and comes with a generous stipend. So the Finland scholarships, as you can see here, is for masters and doctoral studies. So for the master's studies, of course, they're inviting students from outside the EU, and you also get a living stipend or a relocation grant of 5,000 euros, as you can see here. And there are several participating universities. I think we have how many? Let's count quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 participating universities in Finland. At least one of them should have a course that you're interested in. One of them should be interested in your application. So shoot your shot. As you saw in the intro of this video, somebody from this YouTube channel got a scholarship, this particular scholarship, the Finland scholarship, for a master's course last year at the University of Eastern Finland. So we'll be looking at these opportunities together. So we already have a track record of winning this scholarship. There are two videos already on this channel on scholarships in Finland. So you're in safe hands. We're used to this essentially. So if you're looking for PhD opportunities as well, there are also information here that you can go through. One quick details. This scholarship will be ending in 2024. So it means if you do not get in this recent application cycle, you might struggle to get in later because it's stopping next year. So this application cycle, of course, for those starting next year in August, September next year. So it is ending 2024. So if you don't get it now, I don't know whether they're going to bring it back. It's ending. So start working as soon as you can. So how do you apply for this? You go to one of the participating universities, of course. Let's just look at the University of Helsinki, for instance. University of Helsinki. So straight away we'll look for information, we'll search for information on the Finland scholarship. So categories of scholarships. Already here you can see information about the Finland scholarship. And it says here that Finland scholarships covers 100% tuition fees and also includes a 50,000, or rather 5,000, not 50,000, 5,000 euros relocation grant. The scholarship and the 5,000 euros will be renewed for the second year of your studies. So that's good. So you get full tuition waiver and you get 5,000 euros per year. So usually their master's courses are for 2 years. So it means in total you get 10,000 euros to cover your living cost. So you might ask, how do I apply? So check for eligibility requirement is for those outside the EU, for eligible master's program at the University of Helsinki, and then you can check also for the applications procedure. So let's go straight away to the master's, on the page for the master's courses. So see instructions. So it says there, read the instructions properly, then apply for the scholarship with the same application form. So there is no different application form. I think with the same application form for the admissions, you also probably just tick a box and say you're interested in the Finland scholarship. And you submit all the required documents like your transcript, things like your CV recommendation letters if they ask for it, and the rest of them. This is very competitive, so you have to come with your A game with all your documents intact. So you can take a look at the different master's program. And remember, there is no different application form for the scholarship. Just the same application form apply for the scholarship. So look at the master's courses. You can see different departments, different disciplines. And by the way, this is just at the University of Helsinki. So there are 12 other universities you can look up for and look at the different courses here. So what you just do is to check closely the course requirements. What do they require? For instance, is agriculture. See what they require. You can see quick details about the courses, the application window opening December and closing early January. So 1st of December is just a few days away if you're watching this at the end of November. So start working and ends very early in the new year. So you do not want to waste time. The applications procedure are also written here. So I don't want to go into details in these because you can always look at them on your own. But what I want to speak about rather is the English language requirement. I know this gives a number of people headache. And so let's check this quickly. So English language requirements. And one other thing you should learn is how I'm navigating this website. You can see I'm digging up information. I hope this is clear. I want you to be very curious, to be very industrious, and learn how to dig up information yourself. I think that's one thing I hope you learn from my videos, the way I unearth information that I need. I think you can do the same. So far, you have the internet, you can always unearth information that you need. So I just went to the search bar, for instance, and typed in English language requirements. I got a number of options, and now I'm on this page, and I can always read, and check. So if I see a comment, for instance, saying, "Do you require IELTS or the TOEFL?" I'm like, why not just check? Why not just check? It's there on the website. So please do due diligence and check. Be curious enough to sort out these things yourself. So now we've come to the page on the English language requirement, and now you can see the regular exams like the TOEFL or the IELTS. But are there any exemptions for those who already studied in the English language? And the answer is yes. University degree completed in English in listed countries. There's a list of countries here where if you're from this country or if you studied in this country, you wouldn't have to provide any English language test. Whether you did your bachelor's, your master's, or your doctorate, you wouldn't have to provide an English language test. And here I can see my country already, Nigeria. There are several other countries here like Ghana, I can see Botswana, I can see the Philippines. So this is good news. This is good news. So if you studied in these countries, no needs to submit an English language test. So this is the University of Helsinki. I must say this quickly. The requirements might differ from the different universities. So you still get your normal 5,000 euros, you get your tuition waiver. However, some things might be different. For instance, the person who got the scholarship from this YouTube channel last year, on his application letter, or on his offer letter rather, he was told that he would just get funding for 1 year. He chose the University of Eastern Finland. So they told him that you just get your allowance, that's your stipend, the 5,000 for just 1 year. So for your second year, you have to like find your own source of funding. But he got his tuition waived for both first year and second year, but he had to look for money for upkeep for the second year. I hope that is clear. So let's look at it directly from the university website to understand what I'm talking about. So this is the University of Eastern Finland, the same Finland scholarship. So it says you get 100% tuition waiver, which is good, and then you get the regular 5,000 grant. However, I said the scholarship is for 1 year for the first year. So for the second year, students need to secure sufficient funds themselves. The program's general tuition waiver will be offered for the second year studies. So for the second year, you wouldn't have to pay tuition. However, you would have to look for how to raise money for your living stipend. So what a number of students do is that they take up student jobs, part-time jobs, and those are often sufficient to cover your living stipend. And I think that's what my friend did. looked for a student job on time, and that was able to cover a stipend. And by the way, if you're applying for a visa, you do not have to show proof of funds, because this amount is enough to get you your proof of funds. This amount and this full tuition cover sufficient to get you your proof of funds. Remember what I said in the intro? I hope I said this, that you have to apply now because it won't be available by 2025. So it is now or never. The Finland scholarship, apply now or do not bother at all. So you can also check for other universities, check what they cover. You can see Alto universities, check as well whether they're covering the full tuition or not. So you can see here it's based um, on a grant for non-EU applicants. So that's good. So let's find more about it. The Finland scholarship for masters. And then what does it cover? The normal 5,000 euros. And check quickly whether you get a cover for the second year. It's very important you get for the second year. So I can see first year already. First year. So have this in mind while you apply. Have this in mind while you're applying. The second year, what do I do? How do I raise the money? Have that in mind. You can see it said here once again that the 5,000 euro scholarship is paid once during the first year of studies. So you might get your tuition, full tuition waiver for 2 years, but the scholarship or the scholarship stipend is just for 1 year for these universities. So check for others. So apart from Helsinki that we've checked for 2 years, others are saying just for 1 year. So do your own research and check for others. Also check for the variations in English language requirements. Some countries might waive, or some universities rather might waive, some others might not waive. So check for your own university. I do not know whether you can apply to multiple universities, to be honest. I don't think there is any information on this website on whether you can apply to multiple universities. Since there is none, or if there is none, I think go ahead, apply for multiple, and probably you might get multiple offers and then select the one that is most enticing to you. And of course, if you're applying for a PhD, well, I think by now you should know how to look for opportunities. So go to those universities we looked at, or the different participating universities, and see their applications requirements for the PhD itself. So I wouldn't go into details for that. If you're interested enough, I think you should have enough enthusiasm to pursue that. But I've done enough for the masters, and I hope the masters applicants take advantage of this. And it's a wonderful opportunity. Finland is a beautiful country as well. And that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. We looked at fully funded masters and PhD in Finland. But in case you're interested in other opportunities around the world, whether in the UK, whether in the US, whether in Canada, whether in countries in Asia, Australia, wherever there's a scholarship, we're there. So subscribe if you've not done so already. And of course, start putting your documents together. There are many other videos on this channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Get to work, and I'll see you sooner than later. Bye bye for now.